Commander Thex reviewed the contract one final time. Eliminate human mercenaries. Zero gravity station. No. Survivors. 47 missions completed across the Vraxian Collective. 47 victories in weightless combat. His team had never failed. He studied the dossier. Humans from a 1G world, heavy and slow, cornered in Cargo Bay 7. Easy prey. By the time the airlocks opened, Thex would learn why every mercenary guild in the galaxy had one rule: never fight humans in 0G. The boarding sequence took 11 minutes. Thex watched his team move through the station corridors, like water flowing through glass tubes. Graceful, effortless, perfect. Vraxians evolved on Vraxis Prime, a world of only 0.3G. Over millennia, their elongated limbs, hollow bones, and precision muscles made them apex predators, especially in zero gravity, where they were legends. Pilot Vorkin drifted past, rotating smoothly, to check the corridor behind them. His movements were fluid, economical, no wasted energy. Beside him, Assault Specialist Kreth carried the plasma cutter, her forearms positioned at perfect angles. For three-dimensional combat, human signatures confirmed in Cargo Bay 7. Kreth reported, her voice calm. Weapons disabled by our EMP. They are trapped. Thex allowed himself a moment of satisfaction. The humans had accepted a security contract for this station 3 months ago. Corporate mercenaries. Nothing special. When the station's owners stopped paying, the humans refused to leave. A breach of contract. The Vraxian Collective had been hired to remove them. It should have been simple. Through the viewport, Thex observed the cargo bay. 5 humans clustered near the far wall. Magnetic boots, keeping them anchored to the floor. They looked clumsy, heavy, their thick frames built for a world that pulled 3 times harder than Vraxis Prime. They still wear their boots, Vorkan noted, amusement in his tone, anchored like cargo containers. Thex nodded. Humans were planet-bound creatures. Even in space, they clung to the illusion of up and down. His team had fought dozens of species in 0G. The ones who couldn't adapt to true three-dimensional combat. Always lost. Begin, Thex commanded. The airlocks opened. Thex and his team flowed into the cargo bay like smoke. Kreth took high position. Though high meant nothing in 0G, the instinct remained. Vorkon circled left. Thex approached from center, plasma rifle ready. The humans didn't move. Their leader, a broad-shouldered man, with gray at his temples, stood perfectly still. His name tag read Reeves. You have 10 seconds to surrender, Thex announced, his translator rendering the words in human standard. Reeves looked at his team. A woman with dark skin and calculating eyes, Torres. A lean man with scars across his knuckles, Vance. 2 others, Morrison and Cade, flanking the group. You know what's funny? Reeves said, his voice carrying across the bay. We tried to warn you. Thex's targeting system locked onto Reeves' center mass. Warn us. About the gravity. Reeves reached down. His hand found a magnetic boot release. Click. For more clicks echoed through the bay. As his team disengaged their boots, Thex felt the first whisper of unease. Reeves pushed off the wall. Not gently. Not with the careful, measured movements of someone adapting to weightlessness. He exploded. Thex's targeting system lost lock as Reeves crossed 20 meters in 1.4 seconds, spinning mid-flight with controlled precision. The human's trajectory wasn't random. It was calculated using the wall, a cargo container, and the ceiling as launch points. Thex fired. Missed. Reeves ricocheted off a support beam, rotated 180 degrees, and grabbed the disabled plasma rifle floating near the airlock. He didn't fire it. The EMP had killed the charge. Instead, he hurled it like a kinetic projectile. The weapon struck Kreth in the thorax. Her lightweight frame absorbed the impact poorly. She spun helplessly, arms flailing for purchase that didn't exist. Scatter, Thex commanded. Too late. Torres launched from the wall with explosive force, her body rotating in a tight spiral. She struck Vorkan with both feet. generating momentum his muscles couldn't produce. The pilot careened into the bulkhead with a sickening crack. Vance demonstrated something Thex had never seen. True three-dimensional combat thinking. He attacked from above. A meaningless direction in zero-G, but one that triggered Vraxian instincts. Thex's team defended the wrong vector. A chill gripped Thex's chest as realization dawned. They were outmatched in every possible way. Humans evolved on Earth. 1G, nearly 3.5 times the gravity of Vrax's prime. Every movement they made on their homeworld fought crushing weight. Their muscles, bones, reflexes, all forged in an environment that demanded constant resistance. In zero-G, humans didn't feel weightless. They felt free. Morrison grabbed Thex's rifle, used it as a lever to spin him, then released. Thex tumbled, his inner ear screaming contradictions. Up became down became sideways. His body, evolved for 0.3G, couldn't process the disorientation. Reeves controlled the center of the bay now, using cargo containers as springboards. Each push-off generated explosive force. Each direction change was instant, precise. Kreth tried to recover, firing her backup weapon. The shot went wide. Torres was already behind her, using Kreth's own body as a launch point, sending the Vraxian spinning into the darkness. Vance and Cade worked in tandem, their movements synchronized. They'd trained for this. Not just trained, they'd spent their entire lives in an environment that made zero-G feel like liberation. Thex's team was fighting opponents who'd been wearing weighted training gear their whole lives. And someone had just removed the weights. Thex survived. Barely. Emergency medical kept him conscious. Long enough to transmit the report. Commander Thex to Vraxian High Command. Mission failure. Human mercenaries, not standard combatants. Gravity differential creates insurmountable advantage in zero-G environments. Recommend immediate advisory. Never accept contracts against humans in weightless combat. The transmission ended. Thex didn't know, couldn't have known, that Reeves and his team weren't special forces. They weren't even military. They were standard corporate security. Somewhere in the Sol system, Earth's actual combat units received the incident report, and they smiled.